Tarot Tribe. Welcome to the channel, Enlighten Me Tarot. My name is Rebecca, and today we are going to do a new type of reading that's going to really give us some insights in regards to our Cancerian energy for the Cancerian period that we are just entering. Happy birthday to my beautiful Cancers out there. And also this will be covering the energy around the retrograde period. We've already started our pre-shadow phase energy, and we will be moving into Mercury retrograde on the 29th of June. Okay, and all of this is taking place in our Cancerian energy, which is about home, love, family, sorry, I'm just looking in here, and this will also talk about your reflections on spirituality, right? On spirituality. For the retrograde energy, exes may be appearing, doors you thought were closed may be reopening, you may be experiencing some delays, you could be experiencing issues, mechanical issues with your vehicles, computer issues, you know, it handles all of that, so prepare. But I have a beautiful deck of cards here that we're going to dive into. I'm going to pull some Moonology energy to pull your emotional energy around this period. I will pull from the Energy Oracle to dive into your environmental energy, and then we will pull from the Whispers of Love to dive into your heart space energy. We will also get some tarot cards for each one of these oracle energies and clarifiers, and close out with romance and love. Okay, so very different. This came to me the other night. I don't know what I was thinking about, and I was like, you know, I would really, you know, if I were, and I do look at many tarot readers on the internet, but I was like, I would really like to know in advance how to prepare. Don't tell me when I'm already in the energy. Tell me how I can prepare for the energy. So this is where this derived from, and I hope this really helps you during this period that we're going to be entering next this coming week. All right, we are at the Energy Oracle, which is the environmental energy during your retrograde period. The environmental energy during your retrograde period, please. What's the energy around these for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. And the last card from the Whispers of Love. What do we have in the heart space energy for my beautiful Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Oops, that didn't come out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. All right. All right, your Moonology Oracle is Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon. All right, my beautiful water signs, this is going to be a little difficult because I know you are very practical in thoughts, right? But this is talking about, don't limit those ideas. Don't limit your ideas to only what you can see and what you can touch, okay? Have faith and believe, manifest, create, right? You have the ability to create the impossible. And don't forget that the divine is also there to support and create those energies right along with you as well. So that's in your emotional energies. And your environmental energies, we have card number 25, deceit, adds up to a 7. Okay, so we definitely want to be very careful around any energies or people that are around us. I feel like many of my water signs have had too much experience with those that take their good nature and take advantage of that good nature. So you may have built a little wall because you've had these experiences, but I would like to ask that you do not prejudge those who have not hurt you. Okay. And then in your heart space energy, we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Okay. Always. I think that speaks for itself. Card number 17, which adds up to an 8. So you have 7 and 8. I am going to focus the camera on the cards as we move through the tarot part of this and the clarifier. So give me just one moment. All right, my beautiful water signs. We are going to dive in by pulling some tarot for each of these oracle cards. And this, like I said, this is definitely different than what I've done before, but I really want you to focus your energies and the questions that you may have in regards to these energies so that we get the best possible outcome and reading for each of you, okay? All right, let's tap into your emotional energies. Your oracle was believe in the impossible. All right, Aries, Leo, excuse me, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You may be dealing with a fire sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's the energy around these emotions? Believe in the impossible. What's the energy around these emotions for my beautiful water signs? Give me 3 cards, please. 3 cards, please. Last card. Then we have deceit. Tap into that energy, please, for my water signs. Last card. Have patience. Alright, at the bottom of the deck and the overall energy, we have the High Priestess. Following that, we have the 6 of Cups. Alright, so this is very interesting energy. This is a deep knowing, right? A knowing when you have met your partner, your soul partner, someone who brings back nostalgic energies, and you have that deep spiritual connection with them just so quickly. So this may be around a lot around heart space energy, but let's tune in. Let's find out what we have transpiring for you during the retrograde period. Okay, your first card under your emotions is the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords, 2 feminine energies, and then we have the King of Swords. Wow, this is really we have a King and a Queen of Swords. We have a true pair here. I do feel this is a lot around communication, and I do feel that there is another party with the Queen of Wands energy that may be somehow involved in the communication or the connection here between the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords is definitely being very intelligent, very strategic, about their intertwinings with this Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is definitely open, but still has their guard up just a tinge, right? And making sure that this King of Swords is authentic in their approach. I'm going to dive in here on the Queen of Wands energy because I'm not sure how this person is intertwined in this emotional energy here. So let's pull some tarot. Pull some tarot. Because I do see a true pair here. This is very, all right. Clarifying the Queen of Wands. Sorry, didn't say that. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands here. How is she, or I'm saying she because she's a queen, but it's feminine energy for sure. But we do not have gender in tarot. All right. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? The Queen of Wands energy. We have the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. This is very heavy energy for a Queen of Wands, okay? There's a lot of fire energy here with the 9 and 10 of Wands. However, with the 8 of Swords, I do feel as though this Queen of Wands has been through quite a lot of things. They carry heavy, heavy burdens. And with that 8 of Swords energy, I definitely feel as though they are bound or trapped by some type of thoughts or headspace energy. We have the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the 3 of Cups. So with this Queen of Wands energy, I do feel that this person is wise in the fact that they've been through some things, right? They know how to create, especially with that wand, the outcome that they desire. They're very charismatic. They have a very strong presence. And with the 3 of Cups, I do feel like this is more of a person that is in the friendship zone. I don't feel that this person is in between, but this person is definitely in the friend zone. This person does very well on their own, and you do admire them, the water sign energy, and so you lean on them for possible guidance. You definitely have them in high regard. With the Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel things may be turning in your favor. And this Queen of Wands is assisting you in that energy, okay? That's very interesting. So let's tap into the Queen of Swords now. Who is this Queen of Swords? Because I'm not feeling the Queen of Wands as being a love interest, but I do feel as though they are supportive energies for you, water sign. Let's look at the Queen of Swords, please. Queen of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have, whoa. Okay, hold on. We have, in this deck, it's called Karma, right? Card number 20, which is the World card. Closing out one cycle, starting a brand new chapter. So with this Queen of Swords energy, I do feel that, you know, 6 of Swords, moving forward, moving on to calmer waters. There's that Knight of Cups. There's that offer. There's the possibility of, starting something new. You do not want to have the same old emotional baggage that you've had before. You definitely want to start anew. This person, however, definitely has their guard up with the Queen of Swords. They want to really make sure that you are very authentic. So they may be reflecting your own energies, okay, as well. They may be mirroring your energies and as a tool to protect themselves emotionally as well. Wow. Yeah. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Yeah, the action, the truth, the discussions, the communication is definitely present. And it brings a lot of clarity with the Sun card. Brings a lot of clarity. Let's clarify the King of Swords energy, which I feel is your energy, my beautiful water sign. Let's clarify the King of Swords energy. Clarify the King of Swords energy. We have the Ten of Swords. Wow, interesting. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I like it. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So there has been a lot of pain associated with this connection. And this could even be third-party energies. There's been a lot of pain, a lot of over emotional indulgence in both of these Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands energies. But I do feel that there is quite a lot of pain that has transpired in all of these connections. And you are ready for a brand new start with the Ace of Pentacles. And you're really keeping it close to your heart as to who you will give this Ace of Pentacles to, who you will make this big offer to. I feel like you're kind of testing the waters to see if this person will reciprocate, right? Because there's that Three of Swords. There has been heartbreak here. Heartbreak with the Queen of Swords, heartbreak with the Queen of Wands. But with the Eight of Pentacles, you put in a lot of work, right? To heal, to brand yourself. And there's that Knight of Pentacles. Right? It's been a slow process. And there's the World card, right? There's the World card. Oh, I'm sorry. This karma is judgment. Sorry about that. There's been a lot of work taking place here in your emotional self to really heal your emotional pain that you have gone through, or that was created by all of this third-party energy. Because you have a Queen of Swords, you have a Queen of Wands. There is a choice here to be made. There is judgment to be had. You are going to move forward, but I do feel that the way you make that decision is to reach out and find out where you have the possibility to hand that Ace of Pentacles to. Okay. All right. Let's look at your environment. We have deceit. The first card is the Four of Pentacles, right? We ended with the Four of Pentacles up here. The next card is the Three of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. You've almost got every single queen in your reading. Yeah, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Now you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy, right? This person or this energy is a jack of all trades, but, you know, is also the epitome of the long-term partner. I do feel there is some distance here, and in your environment, you would really you'd really like to come to a conclusion on this. There has definitely been some untruths, some deceit in your connection with this person. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Water signs, you're killing me. You're killing me. This is really some of my water signs, and this is not going to resonate with everyone. If it does, you know, please let me know in the comments below. If it does not resonate with you, then it's just not your reading, because this is speaking to a third-party energy that's gone on for quite some time. There are two feminine energies involved here. One is a long-term partner with the Queen of Pentacles. One was a third-party energy with the Queen of Wands. And this is coming to a final call. There is someone here that you definitely have a soul tied to. Could even be a twin flame energy. And I do feel like you're reaching out to find out if there's still a possibility with this person. But in your environment, you have to deal with this Queen of Pentacles. So let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles energy. This is messy, messy, messy. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Yes, she is involved here. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Last card for the Queen of Pentacles. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, the Justice card, Libra energy, and the Moon card. The Queen of Wands has always had some type of involvement in this energy with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? It could be that the Queen of Wands is requiring this Justice card, Libra energy. They want equal reciprocity, equal fair recognition. And it's also very possible that this Queen of Wands will cause some type of legal action between the water sign and this Queen of Pentacles. Okay? There are still some unknowns about this Queen of Wands that this Queen of Pentacles is not aware of. The Queen of Pentacles may not even know this Queen of Wands is back in the picture. Look at that. We have the Four of Wands and we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, oh, wow. This is definitely affecting the home life and could be affecting a soulmate energy. Oh my goodness. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the Three of Wands, please. Clarify the Three of Wands for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In the environment, clarify the Three of Wands in the environment. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Three of Pentacles, right? So I do feel like you are at a distance, okay? You may be at a distance from the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, but there is certainly a yearning to close the gap and build a foundation here. There's a yearning to co-create, and you're going to be very firm with the Seven of Wands energy on who you want to be successful with. I do feel there is a need here or want to really make a final decision, make a final judgment call, a determination, right? There's that Queen of Swords energy, who I feel is also the Queen of Wands energy. So there is going to be a final judgment call with this person who has been in your life for quite some time. Could even be a wife or a committed partner. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. I do feel you've held off as long as you possibly can. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Two more, please. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're closing the gap, right? Where you were closed off and not sharing, now you're open. You're open to sharing, especially with the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups in the reverse. You're truly going to put some work and some effort into doing what you feel is best and the right thing for you. I do feel that the truth is going to be revealed, especially when it comes under this Deceit card, exactly who this Queen of Pentacles is and how this person has played a part or a role in this entire connection with your committed partner. Okay? Yeah, King of Swords and Five of Swords. The game is over, right? Going to be strategic and how you bring this to light. All right. Let's move on to the heart space energy with have patience. Okay? Love is patient and kind. All right. Let's reveal. We have the Five of Wands. There's a lot of strife here. A lot of strife and competition. We have the Ten of Pentacles, but there is the need for long-term stability, loyalty, and then we have the Five of Pentacles as well as the Five of Wands. I do feel that you will be making your choice, and the choice is the person who truly holds your heart. All right. Truly holds your heart. This is the person you will spend the final outcome of your heart space energy with. Wow, this is deep. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all of you. Okay, Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The choice is now, right? The choice is coming in this period. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles, because you will be distancing yourself from someone. You will be outcasting someone or ghosting someone. Here we go. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Look at this. The Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Yeah. You're finally going to be making a choice, and you're going to be communicating that to the person who actually holds your heart. The challenges are done. The difficulty is behind you. And you're putting out, you're pushing out the person who is not truly in your heart space. And you're going to make the balance, right, with the person that holds your heart. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. God, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Wands for my water signs. Clarify the Five of Wands for my water signs, please. Yeah. We have the World, we have the Hangman, and we have the Fool. You have spent a lot of time, right, reviewing your options, reviewing your choices, and it's clear to you how you want to move forward with the Fool card. And you are truly going to close out a chapter, a cycle in the heart space energy that has gone on for far too long between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, the committed partner energy. I feel this is a third party energy that's gone on for far, far, far too long. We have the King of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I do feel the King of Swords, which I feel is my water sign. You're trying to be very strategic, very logical on how you disconnect and move forward to your Two of Cups, right? There's the Seven of Swords. There has been enough deceit, and you've avoided making this decision for quite some time, but you've come to an impasse with the Two of Wands. You've got to make a decision, and you're going to go with the decision that brings you emotional abundance and fulfillment and joy. Woo, Lord. Talk about a three-ring circus. Wow. Wow. This has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming between you and this person. Water signs. Long time coming. And like I said, this is very specific, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, check out your moon or your Venus sign video to see if those videos resonate. We're going to close out with 3 cards from Romance and Love. 3 cards for my beautiful water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What do we have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, please? Last card. All right. We have individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. Okay. Next card is apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. Okay. And then the last card is window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. All right. There you have it, my beautiful water signs. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up. If you have it in your heart to do so, please hype the video. If you're not part of the Tarot Tribe, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. And we'll chat again real soon. Bye for now.